Hello there. How are you doing? The day is Monday, the best day of the week for me. But I can't because I'm on no spend, but that's my shopping day technically because nobody's in the mall or the grocery store usually in the evening because they're too tired from the weekend or they ran out of money and they're not there on Monday. So Monday was usually my happy day to be out there and do what I was going to do. But we're in the second week of September, and condolences for September the 11th. And it's just 19 days and we will be in October, the spooky month. Yes, it's coming. Halloween will be here. And then, Thanksgiving, Black Friday, Christmas, the spendy season, I call it. The spendy season. We're 3 months from Christmas. We're 4 months until the new year starts. So all this is getting together and going and everything, and you still are worried about your budget because you overspent during the summer. A lot of people overspent during the summer. They just went in and just went crazy. Wives went in there and emptied out the savings accounts because they wanted to go on a trip. Kids wanted money. Husbands had new ideas. Let's go here. Let's do this. And now I'm hearing all kinds of stories. I woke up to one on the TV going, because I keep my TV on all night, so it's just kind of rolling there. So it was like, what? And the husband had talked her into this great idea to go on this trip, and she had emptied out all of her binders and went on the trip, and then came back and had been struggling and had not been on her channel because they were struggling. They were scraping, trying to get money. They didn't have enough money to pay the bills or anything. And she was mad at him. And it's ugly. Ugly, as they used to say. So, that's one thing you need to do. Make sure you got what you got to go where you need to go or want what you want. That's the whole idea of budgeting. Get your finances together. Don't make any rash decisions. And if you got to do your budget over and over, I do mine over and over. I watch it all the time because every day life changes. We're in the game of life, okay? Life changes. You don't know what's going to happen. You don't know how it's going to happen. It was somebody messaged me on my email. I didn't know we had interest starting this month on our student loans. And I said, yeah, they've been telling you over and over again, and because one of them had showed the interest on her student loan, and it was making I think in 7 days or more, it was like $10 a day, depends on the servicer. And I said, oh, that'll be about $300 and some for this month alone, just interest, before the bill even got here. And I told her, I said, you better start getting on it and saving. Congress doesn't want to do anything. Biden tried. He tried to get it through, and they shot it down, Supreme Court. So I said, he's trying. You can't help but try. We can't help but try what we're trying. If it don't work, well, we're kind of stuck there trying to figure out something else. But I said Congress shot it down. A lot of people are shooting down student loans because I tell you, jealousy abounds. They're sitting there, I had to pay my student loans. Why can't you pay your student loans? Okay, some people, during the pandemic, yes, they should have took some of that pandemic money, COVID money, and paid some of the student loans down. But they didn't. So you got a lot of things going on in there because some, people in Congress, they, nope. And so you have to watch who you vote into Congress. Their starting pay is $174,000 that the middle class is paying for because we're technically the only ones working. Okay, so we're paying for that, and they get 80% of their retirement income. That's why some members freeze and unfreeze during their term. And they have an unlimited term. As long as they keep getting reelected and reelected, they can stay in there till they get ready to go. And they need term limits. You know, some states have term limits on their people here. You just can't keep getting reelected and reelected, you know. At least cut it even after 18 years, maybe. Like, you can do 18 years and you got to go. Okay, get somebody else in there. And I don't worry about how old you are. It's just as long as you got the capacity to do it. Okay, you can be 90 years old and be sharp. You can do this. And then another person at 90, they can't do it anymore. So they do need term limits. I'm not worried about the age, because everybody's, you know, different people, they can do it, other people can't. It's just the way things happen. But make sure you vote and make sure you pay attention to what's going on. You know, one time, I remember they kept talking about TV's bad. My kids aren't looking at TV, blah, blah, blah. Those kids that looked at TV were mostly brown people, people that, you know, that was the babysitter. Okay, I learned a lot from TV. My parents had jobs from the house. They did things after they got home. That was my babysitter. You know, I looked at cartoons, whatever, and I still look at it. I look at the internet more now, but that's where you get your information, and that's where this new crew has been getting their information. I didn't stop my kids from looking at TV. They're sharp as a tack, I'm gonna tell you. They come in, they're talking, they're seeing what's going on. You know, like they were talking about the voting for the young people, because they don't want them voting, because the young people are noticing what's going on, and they know that they may vote against them. And so they want the voting age to be raised back to 21. And my daughter said, okay, you want to raise it back to 21, but you still want to send somebody to die in the army at 18. Not working. They can hold a gun, but they can't vote. Or, you know, my son was talking about the prisoners. How come they can't vote? If they got out, they should have their rights restored. Who's doing all this? They don't want them to vote. They're scared they're going to vote against them. So America's not as free as you may think it is, which we've always known anyway. That's why we're woke, and we're going to stay woke like we were when we were born. We were woke when we were born because it was even dangerous then. From what I'm hearing, all these stories with these women having children. So here we go. And I hope you're having a wonderful day with my little philosophies of life. But anyway, I have other things I got to do. And make sure you get your things due. I let people off today because it was 9/11, so that they understand what's going on and everything, how it's going. And we're going to a service. Oh, I did take my homeless people, before I forget, because I'm going to be upset if I get off this and I forgot to say anything about it. I took them, they wanted to go to church. So I took them to my church. I told you, which it's a huge mega church. And I got there and I wasn't thinking. I forgot about it because I was worried about it and I wondered about it, and I thought it was kind of cruel that they sat them, because they knew they were coming, because I told them I was bringing a lot of people. And they put a rope, it's a pretty rope, yes, red rope, around, you know, like you stand in line going to a movie or something, rope around the section. Well, I thought they were going to move it, okay, when they got in there and sit. Then they closed the rope back up. And I was like, no. It's like you're singling these people out. They had cleaned up. We had gotten clothes. They'd been wanting to do this for months to go. And they decided to go yesterday. Let's go today. You know, let's go. Let's make sure we go this Sunday coming up. And I was like, you got them corralled in there where everybody kind of knows, like, what are those people doing all over there in that section? And I mean, technically, they couldn't just get up and get out, okay? Because it was like maybe they wanted to go to the restroom. There's like 4 guys standing at four corners and on two sides with them in it. And I just went over there and I picked up, and he says, "What are you doing?" I said, "This is coming down." I said, "We're not doing this. This is embarrassing. You got all these people in here and they're walking in here, and here they are like little cattle sitting in the middle." And he says, "Well, that's what the pastor wants." I said, who talked to the pastor, and who talked to me about this is the way I wanted it to be? I said, "This isn't right." I said, "They look like they're just, they're got leprosy or something. What's the issue?" So, he went to the pastor, and, of course, he came to me and he says, "Sister," I said, "I'm not your sister. I am an only child, and I'm going to stay an only child." I said, "Right now, forget this. Okay, why are we doing this?" And couldn't come up with any good reason. Well, it protects them. Protects them from who? I said, "I thought y'all said y'all were Christians." I said, "I always have been suspect when somebody tells me they're a Christian anyway." I said, "My ears perk up because they always do something wrong. I rarely meet a real Christian. So when people say they're Christians, I have to be careful." And I said, "These people shouldn't be sectioned off like this. If they had just walked in normally, you wouldn't have known who they were. We just came in as a group, and I told you we were coming." And he proceeded, he wanted the thing around. I said, "Okay." So it was around them, and I had already did a signal. I said, "We are leaving." So he started, he got ready to preach. They got up and we walked out. All in unison. Now I'm talking about like 200 homeless people getting up and leaving with my parents and my family. Like, okay, we don't have to do this. Okay, these could be your future parishioners one day. Okay, and you're just putting them off in the corner. So we all left. We had already called a restaurant and told them we were coming. And they like the all-you-can-eat thing, so that's where we went. We all went there, and I had already had buses and stuff I had rented for that day, so we went out to another town that's close to us that had all-you-can-eat. But that was my part of my day yesterday, and plus the videos wouldn't load up, so I was just like, okay, I wasn't fit to be tired. It was like, God's got a plan, and I will stand with it. So I will continue on. So this I have not marked at all. And the day is the 11th, but I do have to mark the 8th, the 9th, and the 10th. And don't forget, if I didn't say it, to enter into, if you want to, you don't have to, the giveaway with the Mo-Term and the Savings Challenge book. And if you can, could you put one or two? Or maybe you want both of them. I don't know. It just gives me a easier if I pick your name or something, and then it then I know which way it's going, kind of. But if you don't want to, it doesn't make any difference. I can figure it out. I always do. That's part of God's plan. He lets you figure it out. Okay, so that's finished, and I put $30 a day. Not a day, but whenever I do it. So that'll be 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. So there's 3 of them, right? Right? 4? Okay, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 3. 50 and 2 40s, 2 20s. So I'm trying to get some of these finished and out the way. Okay, so this one we had, what do we got here? Find something, yeah. Night. I see night, date night, right there. Date night. And that's $5. Maybe I find another one. I got 10. Yeah, I got $10. I got like $245 that I pulled out of 2000. So savings. We got savings, yep. So date, night, and savings. So that'll be $10 in that one. I got green on green. I guess you can see it. Yeah, you can see it. So I hope you had a lovely weekend. And today I'm kind of resting. It's 9/11 and I just said, okay, holiday. Everybody, it's a holiday. Yeah, yeah. And so on here we'll do $10. See if this shows. Yep. I gotta color those in, but I won't do it today. I have been yapping too much. Which I don't mind, but you know, some of y'all are busy. Okay, tic-tac-toe. I found my purple one. I got it. Okay. So we'll do up here, that's $4, and it's an X, so there's 4 times 3. X is 3 times the total. Let's see if I think I got some ones. So it's 10, 11, 12. Yeah, I got some ones. 1, 2. I didn't do that last time. I had to go back. I tell you, I go back and you do things and you check. That's why I checked. And I saw it's not $4, it's $12. If it's a 0, it's $2. It's 2 times whatever you get. Okay, this one right here, we'll put another 10 in here. And I'll color in later. I won't do all the little coloring. You're pressed for time. Okay. We'll do that later. Oh, we can do it now. Okay, that's $10. We'll do 1 of those. Because I want to get a lot of them finished. Because we're going into the season. I want to get a lot finished for September. So you may see a couple of videos more than you're supposed to a day. Okay, this one, whoops. We're going to do, see if I can get this in. Can you get over there? Can you see it sideways? We're going to do Texas and Ohio. It'll be $10. I want $10 into there. $7 for the line. Okay, here we go with the weird one. It's 10 or it's 20. We're going down here probably. Can you see? There we go. Come on, up 20 again. Look at there, Bunny. We at the 20. You said it. Said, why do we keep going these big ones? I don't know, but it is. I haven't seen a 10 on here yet. Must be hiding. And where did my... Oh, I moved it. Okay, stay there. That's what I was doing. I'm not doing that one today. I want to do this one. This is Amanda's Budgets. Well, this is the wizard. And we roll the dice. The yellow brick road roll. So we will get out. Let's get it. Use a big one. All right, here we go. And 15. So we'll put 15 in that space. For the deal, 15 and do I got 15? Okay, 10 and 5. So just 15. All right, we'll roll again. 13. So that's 23. So let's exchange that. There's the 20. And I need $3. We'll finish up the row. 2, 3. Okay, let's see what we get this time. 10. So we'll just add $10. So we got $33. There's an extra dollar in there for this time. Now write that down, ready to roll off of here with, no, we don't have to. Okay, so we're done with that. We're getting ready for this week. I think that's all. Oh, one more. Star our budgets. Yes, over 20 minutes. I know. You stay there. Star budgets. Woo, woo, woo. Oops. Money floating all over the place. So this is a total of $70. So what do we got left? We got 9. Yeah, bounce, bounce, bounce. I'm trying not to. 1. 9, 1. 10. 14. Ooh. Hard to scratch. My goodness. I need my little scratching thing. It's probably somewhere in oblivion. I'm not going to go get it. This one's 6. I mean, I'm really... 2, and we're just going to finish this one up. Come on. And 2. So we got a total of save 70. So what do I have in here already? We got 20, 30, 40... and I need 30. Let's try this again. Okay, so I need 30. So we've got 20, 40, 50, 60, 70. So we're finished with this one. And it will go in the sinking funds. Done. Okay, got one out the way. We're ready to roll with the other ones. Okay, we're done with this one. And I hope you have a happy day, a blessed day, a wonderful day. And think of what you got to do and get done and get ready, because we are already in this season. And what you need to save or don't save. And take care of yourself. Bye-bye. Love you all. Thank you to my old and new subscribers. And thank you to everybody in between. Take care. Bye-bye.